Welcome to the Big Slice Moot Show here on That's TV. Very special show this evening. We have the Villainy in Shore 5 Studios in Manchester, a Swedish band that are currently on tour in the UK, and they've done us the very special honour of stopping in to Manchester to have a bit of a chat, bit of a live session, and to tell us what they're up to. I'm joined by 3 members of the band this evening: Henrik, Ted, and of course Marcus on my right hand side. So there's a few different nationalities that are kind of here at the moment. So you're from the UK, Marcus?
Yep, I am, but live in Sweden now.
In Sweden, and you're the drummer of the band?
I am, yeah.
Indeed. And we have Ted, vocals.
Yes. Vocals, and I do play some guitar on half of the songs, I guess, and keyboard on the other half of the songs.
And Henrik?
Yeah, I play piano when he's playing guitar, and vice versa.
Fantastic. So I first came across your music a couple of years ago. We got in touch through social media to kind of have a listen to your music, and you played a gig for us at Night and Day Cafe, and you've come back to the UK now. What is the draw for coming back to the UK and playing for a band in Sweden?
I think mostly it's, weirdly, since we started, we've kind of had more interest in England than we have in Sweden. Sweden has a kind of a much smaller music scene, even though it's big on the world scene, but there's kind of there's not the spread of lots of different types of music. So something is a certain type of music can be very in, and there's not much room for anything else.
So something will trend quite quickly, and then
or recently it's been it's been kind of fairly
not us.
Not us, really. Yeah, right. Exactly. Not us. And and it's not really. Is
that tied to really quickly then, or is it something that?
No, it's been like that for a while. It's kind of the bands are quite. I mean, there's some really great bands, but they're kind of different to what we do. Yeah. And I think we quite quickly found that people over here like what we were doing.
Yeah. So I mean, how did the band come together? Because you've come from 4 corners of Europe, to be fair. How did it kind of all come together?
Me and Henrik were living in Stockholm at the same time a couple of years ago, and I had written some songs that I felt like these are band songs. I had a sound in my mind that was more like, this is band. So I asked him, like, what do you want to start a band? If I sneak start it, would you want it? And and he wanted to join. So so we did. So all of a sudden we had a band, and we had these songs, and we made some demos, and we thought, like, after a while that, like, we should make more. We should actually do this because it sounds good enough.
For that. Yeah.
So we were thinking, like, we need a drummer, and I had talked to Marcus before that when I was doing some solo stuff, and so I was like, but I know this guy. He doesn't live where we live, but, like, we didn't. We moved from Stockholm in different directions anyway. So 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 Marcus was up for it, and then we hunted down a bass player who was with us for like the shorter period of a year, perhaps, something like that.
When we first played in Manchester.
Yeah, that was a new bass player for the band.
Yeah, he was new then.
Yeah. And then we tried a few
he
out.
exploded.
Exactly.
Is he still in one piece?
No, he exploded.
In the current climate, it worries me a little bit.
You were in the army, you've seen explosions.
I have indeed.
You tend not to be in one piece.
Yeah, oh no.
Yeah.
God help him.
So, and then Marcus knew the bass player we have now, Anton.
Yeah.
So that's how it came about.
It's fantastic. I mean, we can tease people with the music a little bit longer, but what I'd like to do is get our teeth into Born to Shine, the session we did tonight at Shore 5. Do you want to introduce the song for me, but in Swedish? Will you do me the honour?
Sure.
Fantastic.
What we're going to hear now is, Swedish of course. Vad vi ska höra nu är en låt som heter Born to Shine.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Remember when we first got high? and wine, drink and play. And when I'm walking down the road, I get a feeling I love you till the day I die. Where's the bell? We were born to shine. Walking down the road, I get a feeling I love you till the day I die. Where's the bell? We were born to shine, to shine, born to shine, to shine, born to shine.
That was, of course, Born to Shine by Villainy. What a track, boys. Henrik, love it. Such warm, heartfelt music in there, isn't it? Is everyone worked together and bringing the tunes together, our songwriting? How does it come together?
Yeah, I think perhaps, Ted, you're better at answering this question. Because you write all of
Do you
the
write
songs.
all the songs?
Yeah, so far.
Text
Yeah.
and melodies and...
Yeah, so far I've written all the songs, and yeah, well, it's quite a simple process. You have you make up a melody, you make up some words to it, you find the chords for it, and then you bring it to the other. You know, you
Is that
bring
the
it to the
process
road.
that works for you guys?
Yeah,
then?
mostly, you know, it can be more or less, you know, ready or not when it gets presented to the bands. Like, this is actually a song, and then we work on it and see what parts we want to have in there and to get the sound we want. Really.
Yeah. Do the band have much input with regards to that, with the drums and the bass lines, or is it pretty much the driving force that you bring that forward, Ted, in there, or does the people have a contribution and a bit of a tussle as to kind of how it's going to be?
It's really a bit like Ted says, I have an idea for a song and presents it, shows it perhaps on the piano or the guitar, and we say afterwards, yeah, that's a song, and let's play it, let's try it. And when we try it, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I think all of us have a quite clear idea of what the sound is, the band's sound. So I think we're all quite, you know, agreeing. We think the same pretty much. So that's how it really is,
Actually,
isn't
Born
it?
to Shine is an interesting one, because Born to Shine, kind of, when I first came in, it was pretty much already like it is now. It hasn't really changed much, but
Not
then
much,
no.
so that's sort of that's an example of one that was already done. But then more.
There's a beauty in that as well, though, isn't there?
It can be a bit weird if you're trying to sort of match something that isn't really you. Because I mean, whoever plays on something, you play in your own way, so it changes it even if you're trying to copy someone else or try to do a thing. But since then, we've much more all been doing things together, really. And I mean, Ted comes in with the idea of the song, and then we all develop it pretty much, which is great. But it's exactly like Henrik says, we kind of all know where we're going with things, so it's not... It's
a real cohesive kind of mind thought and kind of
it's fairly
understanding what's
pain-free,
going.
really.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes a difficult process, isn't it, for bands? Because it's such a maybe a creative difference with regards to music. But that's
But
a
we
nice.
argue about everything else.
Oh, anything but music.
Yeah. Films.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to cut to a quick ad break anyway. Got some more music after the break from you guys. Stay tuned to the Big Sly Smooth Show. This is the Villainy. Got more music coming up after the break. Get the kettle on. Welcome back to the Big Sly Smooth Show here on That's TV. I'm Paulo and still your host. Please get in touch with the show. Thanks for getting in touch up to now. We're very active on the social media. Hashtag That's TV at Sly Smooth Show, and obviously the Twitter for the Villainy as well. I'm still joined by Henrik, Ted, and Mr. Marcus Carter.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm still here.
Fantastic. So, I mean, by this time this show goes out, you would have played a lot of dates in Manchester. You played Troubadour in London, which is quite emotional, which you won't talk about on it, for the purpose of broadcast.
We'd like to say hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
But, I mean, so, you know, you're playing all these venues. By the time it's out, you've played. Why not? Are you going to continue to build your fan base in the UK and continue to do more tours and Manchester dates?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we're the single is coming out on Friday, and it's so far it's been going well. We've had a couple of plays on Radio 2, and we've had some reviews and interest. And this week is interesting where we are now, because it's leading up to the single release.
Yeah.
And we've heard there's going to be more plays on different radio stations, and
more respected ones as well, mind.
Yeah, but you don't know anything until it happens.
Yeah.
So none of us take anything for granted. So really, it's at the moment it's quite interesting because we don't know where we're going to be in a couple of weeks' time. We might have a single that's being played regularly. We might have a single that's just been played a couple more times, and then we'll be on to the next single, which we haven't really.
Do you find that works for you then? Just releasing them singles, trickle feeding kind of your material out there, Ted, taking your time with it instead of.
Yes and no. I think we all agreed that we want to. I mean, what we do is album music. You know, the songs we play, some of them may sound like a single, whatever that sounds like.
Yeah.
But it's really. I mean, we all like album. We all like to listen to an album, and that's the kind of music we do. And when I write songs, I also, I find some here's a song. But it's not, it would be the second to last track, or it would be the third track, So I don't write singles. I just write songs that hopefully would go together in an album. Yeah. But of course it's fun. It's good to.
You've got to enjoy it, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Sometimes it can be quite painstaking.
Yeah.
You just got to write what comes to you, I guess, in that respect.
But yeah, it's still it's a fun format to release a song and see where it goes.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
But given the option, we want to put an album out.
Yeah.
As soon as we possibly could, but it's
just
hard.
whatever comes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's finance and it's studio time and getting the right sound, and you can do a certain amount at home, but.
You've got to get out there, do the miles on the road, and pick up them fans along the way as well.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. So how does it compare then, Henrik, for you from coming from Sweden, and you come to the UK and people kind of take your music on, you pick up new fans. How does it compare to fans back at home? Are they a bit more reserved back at home? Are they a bit more? How does it compare? Even not just Manchester, but the UK in general.
Aren't they a bit nicer here? Really? A bit more,
No one's asked for my phone number in Sweden.
A bit more, I mean.
You doing well?
I don't know if they're more polite here. Or if, in Sweden, they are a bit like that when they may not, even if they like it, they may not say anything.
Even though we live over there, we feel much more like a band that exists here.
Yeah, of course. So, Where the Beaten Go?
Yeah.
Is a new one. Do you get our teeth into it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's give him a bit of a taster. Do you want to announce it? Do I go for it?
What, in English?
Yeah, go on.
I could do it in Swedish if you want.
Yeah, let's do it in Swedish.
Yeah.
Okej.
Yeah, Swedish.
Då har ni en engelsman som pratar svenska. Så ni som är svenska och förstår vad jag säger. Gratis. Här kommer vår nya single, Where the Beaten Go.
On La Cienega Boulevard, there's a little place for broken hearts. You call me up, you said come meet me. I pitched my camp up by the bar. You said this is where, oh, this is where, this is where the poets come to cry. Said I'm sorry as you pour the wine. I felt your shoulder next to mine. Here in the darkness, there's nowhere to run. Outside the ocean drowns the sun. And I thought this must be, yes, this must be, this must be where lovers come to life. On La Cienega Boulevard, there's a little place for broken hearts. If you ever wanna meet me up, you know you'll find me by the bar. 'Cause that is where, yes, that is where, that is where the beaten go to die.
What an absolute track that was, the Villainy with Where the Beat and Go. Love the track, boys. Where's the best place to get people to get the teams to music? Your new single as well, which we just played.
Yep.
Where's the best place for your social media to engage with you guys then?
Well, we're facebook.com/The Villainy. We are The Villainy on Twitter. There is an account called The Villainy on Twitter, which is dormant. Nobody's using it.
Damn them.
But yeah, we can get it. So if you're out there, Twitter, can we have it, please? And SoundCloud, I think it's __
yeah.
Villainy. And if you find us there,
Fantastic.
And
will the track be
you'll find all the other places. Oh yeah, and thevillainy.org,
Fantastic.
because we're organised.
Very Somerset.
Oh yeah.
So,
Somerset,
is that track we just played then, is that going to be on iTunes? What's the best place to buy it?
iTunes, Spotify, yeah, anywhere, Amazon. It'll be everywhere.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Video on YouTube.
And video on YouTube, yeah.
Great, really well produced videos as well in that respect.
That's
as well.
Henrik, the genius.
Henrik, absolute legend. Ted, been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for coming all the way from Sweden and then coming to Manchester. Marcus, been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I think we should go and have a well-deserved pint, what do you reckon?
I think we
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
should.
I think we should.
Yeah.
This has been the Big Slice Boot Show. These guys have been the Villainy. I'll see you next week.